you really? Did you throw it down?
You were like, let's do this. I was like, let's not.
I know. Welcome to Donderoing 101.
I love you all.
I caught it right in the tirade of you going, I went management on everyone. But you know what?
I've had a Monday, y'all. Today's been one of those days I'm a little wound up. I would like to apologize in advance.
Anybody who's ever been in my association who worked with me knows that if I'm not properly handled, I am a wild card. I'm Charlie Day from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Wild card, bitches.
I don't know if I want to handle you, John.
No, you don't.
I feel like that.
I have reduced many a handler to tears.
That's a challenge now. I feel like that's a challenge.
We're here. We got a quiz today. We got fun stuff to do. So,
and Sean, if you heard any of that, I did praise you in the middle of that tirade.
She did. She was talking so good about you, and then it was like so bad about both of us. She just started talking mad shit about both of us.
It wasn't bad. It was.
Sean and John are the worst two people I know, and I hate their faces, and they smell like cottage cheese. And I was like, you haven't smelled me since I was a child. She's like, oh, I know. I just know. You look like you smell like cottage cheese. And I'm like, you're right. I do. But still, it's not nice to
John.
say. Yeah.
John.
What?
Nope.
Nick, potato cat.
This is Mouse, in case you don't know. Hi.
So my cat is in heat. My white cat that hates everyone.
Oh. You didn't get her You didn't get her fixed?
No, we got the boy cat fixed, not the girl cat. Because the only time my daughter's allowed to love on that cat is when she's in heat. Because my daughter can do whatever she wants to the cat when she's in heat. Because the cat's just like, pay attention to me. And my daughter's so happy I just couldn't get that cat fixed. Because normally my daughter goes over and pets the cat, and the cat's like, fuck off.
This one is chewing on my hand right now.
Ah. Scrooty!
Andrew, you could call it, was it Skirts McGoats? Skirts McGoats? Skirty McGee?
So tonight, we got something special in store. We're kind of in this like new phase. We have a brand new merch store.
Speaking of
yeah, the tirade.
The tirade. I'm excited about our merch store. It's so good.
Our merch store is not only now under proper management. It's not just me posting, creating weird crap. We actually have.
We even have documentation.
Yeah, we have a legit graphic design artist. And I only put air quotes because she's only legit. The only thing that dequalifies her legitimacy is she works with me.
I'm freelance.
I was gonna say, that's the only thing that disqualifies you from being legit is that you're working with me, that you associate with me.
Oh,
I'm shady.
Well,
some shady dealings, but. So we have new merch.
You look really pretty pale to me.
Yeah, it's because I'm always in the shade.
Gotcha.
We still have classics. We still have classics. But we got some like on brand stuff. I just ordered my first hoodie. I haven't had a hoodie since I was a teenager.
We have hoodies and tank tops and female shirts now.
We do. We have
which
female shirts.
I am very excited about because. Boobs.
And coming soon, Speedos with just my face on them.
Or not.
We're talking about it. There's meetings. We're having meetings. Lots of meetings.
You know what? I might allow it as a special. If we can do it, if we can get enough people by our anniversary, like I will allow. You hear that,
guys? If I tell you what, if we can get one sale from every stream we do for like
yes.
We will have Dondero Speedos. My face.
Yes. On your balls.
We've got a quiz to take tonight. And this is how we're going to do it. We have a game. And the audience, it's instead of me versus Aroogs, like it normally is, where we go head to head, a Speedo with the back of John's head. Yes. I have a good back of my head. Check it out. You see that on like a Speedo, right?
We'll
talk about it. We'll talk about it.
We'll
All
in
right.
negotiation.
So tonight, instead of me versus Arugs, tonight it's Arugs versus the audience. We're going to take a Donderoing 101 quiz.
Which
We're
I'm so
gonna
excited
see-
about because I've been in trainings all week.
I know. Well, this is very important training. Okay, you've had pointless training where you've learned CPR and things that can save lives. This is important information. This is really cool stuff. And here's the quiz right here. And we're gonna follow along, but you guys have to play because if
There's
the
only one
audience-
person right now.
That's you. Oh, I just posted the link. They're probably still signing in and logging on and checking their emails.
Do it.
If you guys beat Arugs, she loses this week. But if she wins, I lose. The stakes are that if Arug loses, which hopefully our audience pays close attention and is be able to kick some ass, she has to send out a survey to all her friends to rate her as a friend. And
yeah, we don't have enough time on the planet to send to all of my ex-lovers because that would take at least 6 months trying to track them down, make sure they've been
dated 2
tested.
people, okay? I've only dated 2 people. We get it. And one didn't count because I took my mom to prom.
Oh, but your mom's awesome.
Yeah, she is. She's pretty cool. She was the best prom date you could have. Starting in 3, 2, 1. What phrase will always apply to any situation? My marbles are round and solid, firm and steady pressure. Don't fuck me on this, Dondero. When in doubt, take the money.
No. Oh, can I not change it? Damn
No.
it. Okay.
All right, here we go. When in doubt, take the money. Wrong. Firm and steady pressure.
That's my phrase. When in doubt, take the money.
In a workplace disagreement, never do the following. A, take your shirt off. B, get a rage boner. C, keep a level head. D, immediately start screaming fake news. And yes, time is a factor on this. The first person to answer gets more points than like the second and third. So you got to be fast.
That's what she said?
Oh, yeah. Immediately start screaming fake news. No, you always do that, Sean. You always start screaming fake news. You never keep a level head. If you lose your shit immediately. What are appropriate places to finger gun? At a funeral, while pooping, first date, breakup date, all of the above. Well, these aren't Arugisms. These are Donderoing-isms.
Donderoing 101.
I think Sean is failing on purpose so you win. So you don't have to do the survey.
Because Sean doesn't want to fill out the survey.
Sean, that's just poor sportsmanship.
Sean
let her
doesn't.
win
He's like,
just to
oh,
get
that
the
means I'd
pearl."
have to tell the truth.
Appropriate work gifts include booze, underwear, unsolicited feet pictures, pregnancy tests.
I don't know. Andrew's right up on my hind parts right here. He's
He is. And I might not count the score, like the speed scores.
Oh, all of
Booze
us.
is always appropriate. I learned that from Arugs. Because I was all those, the 3 were mine. You're the one who did that one. The pants cam displays what? The type of pants I am currently wearing, the 8th wonder of the world, a symbolic metaphor for the collapse of society, the hopes and dreams of all living things.
Oh. I don't know.
I'm excited. D.
Oh,
The hopes and dreams
us.
of all living things.
None of us. None of us. Still ahead though.
Finish the sentence. Be the reason policies are made. Set the A, example, B, policy, C, examples, D, the oven to 425 degrees.
425? What are you cooking? 425 is very high.
You're right. But we're making pizza, so set the oven to 425 degrees.
Still ahead, though.
The top answer is the appropriate answer, but this is Donderoing. We don't do things right. What can you learn from stirring mac and cheese? Inner peace, sloppy WAP, accomplishment, the unending screams of the damned as you slowly slip into madness.
Now I'm just choosing.
Then I think you're starting to get the hint of this quiz. It doesn't matter.
Oh, no!
Andrew, of all people, knows what you learn.
I almost just, I was like, no.
Looks like Andrew has stolen the lead. Appropriate body language for a performance review. Crossed arms, loosey-goosey, air humping, relax, and neutral posture.
Oh my God, I don't want to send out a. No.
Ah, you all got it right. Beer for me still in the lead. Look at that. Oh, we've only got 2 questions left.
I know.
Which is the best way to end the podcast? Carefully, because it's rather dangerous. Suddenly, with no warning, thoughtful goodbyes and closing remarks. On a high note that leaves everyone laughing.
I look like I'm in pain right now.
Suddenly, with no warning. Because this is Donderoing 101, we just cut out. And in true Donderoing fashion, which is the right answer?
Damn it.
In doubt, always go with C. Come on, have you guys never taken tests? All right, look at that. Beerful me for the win. You know what that means?
Andrew's like, I clearly watch these podcasts way too much.
And now you have to take a survey to all your friends because I knew you would fail.
Okay.
It's going to be fun. I'm going to put very PG answers on there, but I'm going to leave plenty of spaces for people to write in answers.
Okay.
It's going, and it's not going to be as complex as the one you gave me. It's going to be very simple. It's going to be like a customer survey. Because I'm sure I'm going to get hundreds, and we ain't got that much time. So what I'll do is,
because people love me.
I just realized I have just opened up a can of worms where I'm going to have to actually work. Damn it.
Oh,
I hate when I have to do actual work.
Welcome to my world.
I just like to show up and be weird and take out my wang.
I know, because I'm working.
So we're here to talk about pointless training, and apparently you need a little more training because you're not really up to snuff on Donderoing 101. I feel like as the co-host, you should have had 100% on that.
Should I?
Yeah, I mean, this is all about training for the inevitable, world where the next time they elect a presidential leader that is me. Oh yeah, it's going to happen eventually. I would vote for me.
Would you though?
Dondero, you assume she pays attention. That's cute. Oh,
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 I don't know if that was a stab at you or me. I think it was both.
that hurt me here and here. I hate being trained to do anything. I don't like. Oh, go
Those
ahead.
stupid videos they give you
Oh yeah.
with the bad acting.
Any safety hazard thing where like, stop. What should you do here? Discuss it. We're not discussing shit, okay? He just said, look, don't put your hand in the deep fryer. It's not rocket science. Don't go up to your coworker and be like, yo, Brenda, nice tits. Unless, Brenda is holding some birds that are the actual tits, and you're not referring to her breast. Unless she's also holding like chicken breast, then you could be like, those are really nice breasts. I guess if you worked in a grocery store or a pet store, you'd probably have a little more leeway. Because if you work in a grocery store, you could be like, I like your melons. Yeah. Right? Parenting. I see parenting all over her face.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I had a little
That's
girl in here.
Probably for
And then
the best.
she's asking me all these questions. How do you do this? How do you do this? How do you do this?
Mhm.
Do you have to do that? Is it your spelling test? She goes, well, no, it's our spelling test. I was like, so just spell regular, like print it. She goes, no, but that's the other part of our homework is that we have to do it in cursive. I was like, oh, just wait. I will show you how to do a cursive F in a minute. And she goes, oh, Daddy's home. I went, if Daddy's home, why aren't you asking him?
Jack will do that. Okay, so I'm here streaming, and I announce to the house, hey, I'm streaming. He will walk by Jess, come in here to ask me a question. I'm like, what did I just fucking say?
My kids know. My kids are very good with schedules because, well, they're my children. And I'm like, they're like, oh, it's Monday. You have a podcast. Oh, they know Wednesday I'm going to go long because, we usually do this. I got a lot of meetings and stuff. And so it's like, they know. They just don't give a shit.
It says archive, but it's a trash can. That is just a polite way of saying, I'm just deleting this. Because I archived something and I was like, where does the archive? Oh, I just deleted it. It's gone. That's a harsh word for archive. Okay. I work at a library. We actually have an archive. I was not
What happened to it? I archived it.
Yeah, I was not trained on the site. And I tell you what, this is actually a really good thing. If we're gonna do pointless meeting, like pointless training, and now that you're kind of the manager of our merch store, and I am,
Okay, kinda.
you
Am
okay?
I or
You are
not? Like,
hands down, the manager.
I need structure, John.
All right.
Structure. Okay. I hate that I'm about to point this out. I don't know if I should do it. Nah, I should do it off stream.
Do it. Nah, just call me out. Let's do it.
So in the corner, top left corner, it says Arugs in bold, right?
Yeah.
Underneath it says Arugs butts, exclamation point. It looks like Arugs butts. I was like,
the best part about this is it was a completely random generated.
I know.
They sent me the what was it? What I call the manifesto. No, you sent me the guidelines and proposal, which I love.
It's not Mein Kampf. Like, my God, I sent you a freaking Oh my God, I can't.
No, I loved everything. But I was thinking what I really, really need.
I started to feel like
what I really, really now you know what my actual boss feels like every day.
Here's the thing. Think about your color scheme. Think about the color scheme of your stream. I'm done.
Yeah. Straight up send me a manifesto. It's cool. And you're like, it has to be these colors. We got to match. You never put two S's together for some reason. It's cool.
We're gonna use this Tibetan symbol for peace.
Yeah, we're going to use the Tibetan symbol for peace. I think that's a swastika. No, it's Tibetan symbol
The
for
Tibetan
peace.
symbol for peace.
I need a video telling me what is okay and what is not okay. Like where we can pause and discuss. Like I need a training video because I have not been properly trained to be a graphics artist for the Dondero streams. I was hired right out of college, which is weird because I didn't go to college, but they found me behind the college. I was doing naughty things for dollars, and now I am a streamer doing even naughtier things for dollars. So I think you should do a training video.
Right now?
No, not right now. I mean, for like next
I
week,
was like,
I want you to train me to be a graphic artist for Dondero streams. Like I want to work in your merch store. Can I get a job there? Okay, you just hired me. Before you regret hiring me, you can't fire me.
okay.
You can, but let's not. Please don't.
Sean, are you still watching, Sean?
Sean, tell me you're watching.
Sean, tell me you're watching, Sean.
Sean,
I got a project for you. I got a project. He's our editor, by the way, in case y'all don't know. He's our Dondero streams editor.
Sean's still watching.
Okay, he's here. Sean, I have an idea. I have an idea to make this video. It's gonna be freaking epic. We'll talk. Okay, I need your help on this. Can you help with?
I'm excited now. So we're gonna get proper training in the I think Dondero needs sexual harassment training first. There's no help for that.
You have a sex podcast. I don't think you need to back that one up. That one's just lost.
Anywho, so you're going to train me, and I'm going to be properly trained. And then after I'm trained, I'm going to read off the customer service surveys. So I think it's going to be a good next week.
So excited. Okay, so can I tell you about this CPR training videos I had to do? Oh my God. Okay, so this is how this idea all came about, y'all, in case you wanted to know. So John was texting me last week. We were discussing the merch and back and forth. He goes, because this all was on Friday, and he goes, so what are you doing? I was like, I'm dying. He goes, what are you doing? I sent him a picture. I'm literally like this. Because I sent through an entire day of these really bad videos. You know, those bad training videos are like made like 10 years ago, and they're like doing all this is CPR medical training, and literally this is what happened. Okay, they're apparently at this convention in this half empty room. I'm like, first off, I don't know what convention you're at where it's half empty, but I've never been to that convention.
DashCon.
They're all at the bar with and this guy's sitting in a chair, and they're all ha ha ha, like the fake laugh. And all of a sudden this guy literally, he just does this. He's literally like he just falls over. Like he literally just looked left, looked right, and fell over. And then the woman beside him was like, oh no, like exactly like that. And I went,
oh no.
And for someone who has had dealt with like legit medical situations, I'm going, first off, that would never happen. First, they would stop and stare and take a couple pictures. And then they would like, hey, what's up? So
did you learn how to tongue kiss? That's where I learned CPR training. That's where I got my first tongue kiss.
What did I learn anything?
So when they did my CPR training, I was a Boy Scout, and our teacher used to teach by sticking his tongue in our mouth. Wait, you know what? Never mind. I just realized that's something I buried in therapy. How many months subbed until Anna gives us mouth to mouth? Oh, thanks for the sub, Nev. The answer is 5. Which is your next month, 5-month anniversary.
What?
You're going to teach us mouth to mouth.
I mean, I am a musician. I am a brass player.
And I'm good at choking. I'm constantly dying all the time.
It's really, what is the worst training you've ever been through?
Pepper spray training. It was the exact same videos where they're very boring, but at the end of it, they literally mace you. Like, so you have to sit through this boring ass video that was made 10 years ago. And literally at the end of it, they're like, okay, line up. We're going to mace you in the face.
So not only does it feel like you've been maced in the face before you've been maced in the face,
yeah,
then you get maced in the face.
And the one reason I really, really hated it is because I was always the guinea pig. Okay, so this is how we used to do training. Because most of our enforcement never really had to use pepper spray, they would always just do the swab under the eye, just like a quick, quick, and they have to run the obstacle course. But because I have been OC'd so many fucking times in my entire career, I used to have to do a separate obstacle course with full mace to show them it can be done. I think my boss just really hated me. He was a really good friend.
Yeah, it must be a bitch trying to climb over those library shelves after being made.
Oh no, I have it. I have the worst training I've ever done.
Oh my god.
I have it. PREA training.
What? PREA
I
training?
had to do PREA training when I went, used to do outreach at the jail. And the guy who taught it to me, like who teaches it, this old, very southern sheriff, used to teach the PREA training, which is rape prevention training, like preventing rape in jail. And he had to say the word anus 42 times. But he'd say it like this: don't stick your finger in someone's anus. That's considered, I mean, it was like sexual harassment training to like 10,000th degree. And he had to use everything. He's like, don't caress your genitals. In the most southern dialect. And I'm not just taking this training, just me. It's a guy teaching a class. And on one side of me is my boss at the library. And the other side is a coworker, because we were all doing, my boss wanted to take training too. And me and my boss are sitting like this away from each other. Like we can't look at each other because we're both like 12-year-old kids. And this old southern redneck man keeps saying anus. And like, if I even make eye contact with my boss right now, we're going to be the only two people in here giggling like schoolgirls. So we're both like sweating bullets. As this man talked about rubbing genitals and touching anuses of prisoners and don't let them touch your anus. So for like the next week, the only way I would greet my boss was like, has anybody touched your anus today? Which is probably not an appropriate thing to say at work, but I love some pointless training. I get so many phone games done. They'll put the training on, be like, are you paying attention to training? Hold on.
You know what the worst trainings are? When they quiz you. When they give you the little fun little quizzes so that you pay attention.
So on February 15th, that day at work, I have what's called Staff Development Day, which is our training day. Luckily, it's only half a day, and it's all remote this year. Usually, it's a full day of just all the county training. All those boring ass videos they make you watch every so often. They just put all this
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And luckily, it's a half day and it's remote. So hopefully they'll let me remote in from my house so I could watch, so I could staff development day in the nude like I prefer.
I'm jealous. They make us go in.
Well, they're saying everything has to be, because usually they put us all in the same room. And that room cannot safely hold 200 people. Usually it's not safe to be in there during cold season, not let alone COVID. I've worked from home for a year. I wonder if the workplace violence video will be different this year. I think you're at that point working from home, violent workplace is just a home invasion at that moment, or domestic assault.
Yeah, I think Sean and I were talking about that when he was talking about his training is coming up too. It's like apparently the beginning of the year, everybody does their training.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, now it's domestic violence.
Well, and on that note, good night, everyone. Goodbye, and so long. We'll see you next week. I'm going to be trained.